Excited to introduce Miss Cindy Dubin, who does so much for us at the high school and so much for our district. And she is here this evening to share with us some really good news and some really good success stories from our SkillsUSA students. Welcome.
Thank you. So by way of background, just quickly, I'm going to let the students run the show as we try and do at every possibility. But I wanted to mention three quick things. Number one, I'd love to come back another time to do a full update on our career education department. But for those of you who aren't aware of what we offer, we have pathways in business and media and audio production and culinary and engineering and now fashion. And most of those programs have 3 classes, or they will have 3 classes by next year. Very exciting. And they are taught by really dynamic professionals. I think we have a few online tonight, Chef Rick Leese and Romeo Carey. And I'm mentioning those 2 because their kids are being highlighted tonight. They go above and beyond, and you'll see that reflected in the students' comments tonight. I just feel very lucky to work in this district at this time. The whole one size doesn't fit all philosophy that we are embracing now is enabling us to really help kids soar, I think. And it's a team effort. We have tremendous support at the district site, from the curriculum side with Dustin Seaman, from finance with Wade and Angeli, to Michelle Redston, who runs the College and Career Center, to our M&O, to custodial. It is a team effort. It's complicated to teach kids on state-of-the-art equipment, get grants, all of that. And so I'm very grateful that our whole district supports these programs for the kids. And then I just wanted to remark on competitions. I just personally love competitions. I think there's so much that kids can learn. I know when my kids were attending El Rodeo, and a teacher had devoted herself to bringing the kids to Science Olympiad for years, and then she retired. And I don't know, for some reason, I just felt like I wanted to help continue that tradition, though I have 0 science background. And I saw what students learned in terms of reading carefully, of camaraderie in something besides athletics. I love sports too, but it's wonderful to do something on the academic side, to time management, to, being on time, all of that stuff, so important. And the thing is, in order to do competitions, really, the best thing is to have dedicated faculty. And I feel so lucky that at Beverly, because you can't pay for that. It comes from the heart of teachers that are going to go that extra mile on behalf of their kids, whether it's during a pandemic year with the limitations that we've had and how they rose to the occasion, sending kits home and unbelievable supplies, better than many private colleges I know have even tried to do this year, to traveling with the kids during normal years, to Ontario or Kentucky and helping kids find supplies in the middle of the night, literally, if they forgot their uniform black belt, like Romeo Carey has done in the middle of Indiana, to it's heartwarming. So we are so lucky to have Rick and Romeo and all of the teachers who I hope to introduce another time, guiding our kids. It's a holistic approach to education, and I'm really lucky to be working with them. Okay, so now without any further ado, I'd like to introduce Ricky Lee. Ricky is such a perfect person to introduce tonight's program because Ricky joined the media department actually in 8th grade. I am so lucky that the site and Mr. Carey agreed to let us start a program that I had done when I was at Beverly Vista. I think I found a letter recently from Bill Porter. That's for you alums out there. I think it was from 1974. So I think I must have been in 6th grade. I was invited to do elementary school news at the high school media center. So we thought it would be a really fabulous thing to do that program again. We started it a few years ago. And thanks to our teachers, we now, other than this year, we had it in robotics and culinary and in media. So Ricky joined us in 8th grade, and he saw the kids actively running the studio. And he realized he wanted that to be his home when he got to Beverly High. So Ricky just hit the ground running. He's now the senior producer. I'm going to let him take it from here, but you all know him that are involved with the district. He's just, he's such an example of the opportunity, when we give kids the opportunities to run with something, we have so many students who really take advantage of it, and the world will be theirs when they graduate high school. So Ricky, thank you so much for organizing tonight. Thank you all to all the students, and we look forward to hearing about your accomplishments.
Thank you, Mrs. Dubin, and good evening to all the Board of Education members. My name is Ricky Lee. I am a senior producer at KBEV 6 Media Center, and pretty much I can go hours and hours long to talk about the CTE program and how amazing our students are. But today I would like to focus on the recent accomplishment that we have achieved at the SkillsUSA regional competition. I would like to share the presentation slide. All right. So this is a picture, by the way, that we shot last year. The entire contest was all virtual. However, I'm glad to continue this award even during this, or this competition even during this pandemic. So to kind of introduce what SkillsUSA is, SkillsUSA competition, well, first off, SkillsUSA is a career prep organization which connects students with professionals from various industries to prepare students for their career pathways. SkillsUSA serves approximately 372K students and instructors annually, and students are able to compete in regional, state, and national level competitions and related events, depending on their performance and professionalism. Students in KBEV, or Media Studies and TV Production class, and Culinary Arts participated in this competition this year. And specifically, 16 students from KBEV and 4 students from Culinary Arts have participated in this national competition. Just to bring up the statistics that can kind of explain our program and the number of students who are involved, here's a brief overview of the participants, and the orange bar kind of shows the number of students who are now advancing to state, meaning they pretty much beat everyone who participated within Los Angeles County and now are qualifying to compete in state level competition. So last year, almost all of the students went to the state competition, although the state competition was canceled. However, this year I'm very proud to announce that all 16 students who participated in this competition from KBEV are now qualifying to the state competition, waiting to show how amazing our program is. And starting off with the broadcast news production, this is where we are required to produce a 3-minute newscast video, just like how we do for the Norman Update, the Norman News, and all kinds of special reports that we do. We are given a prompt, and based on that prompt, we are asked to come up with the script and then to produce and edit the entire video on time. This year, we implemented creative ways due to all the restrictions that we had to accommodate. So this year, we used 2 separate studios and placed students in those 2 studios, so that way we can see their face without masks while keeping them safe in a safe manner. And the next area that we participate is TV production or television production. Students are asked to create a 60 seconds TV commercial. This year, it was about the career technical education programs and how CTE department can prosper students' professionalism and their skills. And it is amazing because we had 2 sophomore students who just joined the advanced class participate in this category, and they are now going to state, which is absolutely amazing. We also participated in job skills demonstration, where students are required to come up with a script and and necessary visual graphics to demonstrate their job skills based on the programs they are currently enrolled in. So right now, in this case, our student from Period 5 Advanced Journalism class, Jacob Getty, participated in job skills demonstration and showed how he runs the interview for his weekly reports. And last but not least, audio and radio production. Students are asked to produce a 5-minute NPR kind of styled audio clip based on a given prompt. This is pretty much one of the strongest areas that KBEV is extremely proud of. In fact, we have been receiving medals for the past 4 or 5 years. So I am extremely proud to kind of continue this program as well. And now I'm going to kind of briefly introduce Sarah Horfar, one of our amazing junior producers that I love having her in our team, to kind of share her experience of doing the broadcast news production. So Sarah, do you want to kind of briefly introduce yourself and share your experience?
Yeah, hi, I'm Sarah and I'm in 10th grade. I've been doing SkillsUSA since last year, and it's been such a fun opportunity, getting to work with my peers and learn so much about production and broadcast journalism. I personally love SkillsUSA and the experience because it's taught me how to be a better producer. It's important to me because I have been able to develop a voice in my past 2 years doing KBEV and SkillsUSA. I think the most important part of SkillsUSA is just working together and being in sync with your team. This year, I felt very accomplished because I led my team at regionals, which was Jackson, Ava, and Alana, and we got gold, which was first place. And it was kind of incredible. And we all put a lot of hard work into the production, so we're all very excited about that.
Thank you, Sarah. And just adding on top of that, Sarah, for Sarah, this is her first time actually directing the entire project from the very beginning. So just looking at her not only doing that perfectly, but also winning a medal, winning a gold medal from this competition is extremely, it's just incredible to see how amazing and how professional she became. She also joined the program since 8th grade, which is pretty amazing. And she is going to be pretty much leading the media center. And I, again, am very proud of her and looking at the results. And speaking of audio and radio production again, we have Joshua Katz, who won a gold medal from this competition a few weeks ago. Josh, are you here? Would you mind also sharing your experience and what you learned and, just those kind of stuff?
Hello to everyone from the school board. Thanks so much for having me. My name is Joshua Katz. I'm a senior at Beverly. So 3 other students and I decided to host this event. We competed against numerous other schools in LA County. Region 3 is the region that we competed in. And we had to do an NPR style radio prompt, about 5 minutes long, that consisted of an ad and a 4.5 minute or so prompt talking about greenhouse gas emissions and the future of clean energy in California. So it's very much with this day and age and technology. It took us about 2 weeks to complete. It was very encouraging to see all the students, learn how to edit in Audacity, which is an audio editing program, and learn to write a script. And in addition to researching, how California is powered by both, fossil fuels and green energy. And we ended up winning gold. The other team won silver, so Beverly did a really good job. And I'm really excited to, take these skills into college with me. And thank you for having me.
Thank you, Josh. This is his second time winning a gold medal at a regional level competition. So again, Josh and Fiory, you guys are doing such an amazing job. And yeah, I think so. All in all, I think this not only this shows that not only we are maintaining and showing our professionalism and our skills within our community, but we're also presenting the skills and accomplishments, and these are being recognized by nationwide organizations. So this is absolutely an incredible experience to have. Again, thanks to Mrs. Dubin and Mr. Carey for their ongoing support. And lastly, I would like to go over the names of students who won a medal and qualifying for state. So these 8 students are advancing to state. Sarah and her team, Jackson, Alana, and Eva, they won gold medal. And myself and my team won a bronze medal. And Fiory and Josh, who just spoke about his experience, they won a gold medal. And Arya Yektafar and Rachel Shabanian won a silver medal. And Natalie Gold and Tasha Jadilahi, they they were unable to win a medal. However, they are still qualifying for a state level competition. And lastly, Jacob Getty and John Heller participated in job skills demonstration, and Jacob Getty won gold medal, which is absolutely incredible to see. And this is pretty much it for KBEV's experience at the SkillsUSA competition. Thank you so much for listening, and now I'm going to be throwing it to one of our culinary students and to Chef Lise. Thank you.
Well, let's see. I guess in no particular order. Good evening, you guys. Good to see all of you. If I have not met you, I am Chef Lise, and I run the culinary arts program at the high school. I think this is my 8th year, which is incredible. But the students did so amazingly well this year, and they adapted. It was just incredible. I really can't take much of the credit for what they did this year, because it was very self-driven and motivated. Although they are some of my, actually they're all my catering students, which means that they've been with me now at least 3 years. So maybe I could take a little bit of credit for some of the things they know, but they definitely applied it and put it together. And I'm super, super proud of them. And so that's really great. 3 of the 4 of them are juniors. And so that means I'll have the opportunity to spend more time with them again next year. And, at this rate, they're going to be just unstoppable by next year. Jaheim is the one senior. And so, but I've had, like I said, I've known him since he was a freshman. So it's just so amazing to see him grow and achieve these things. And again, I can't even explain how proud of these guys. So that's what I've got. So I'll let them kind of fill in some of the blanks of how it was for them.
Okay.
Okay, Melina.
Hi, I'm Melina. I'll start. So I competed in the commercial baking section of SkillsUSA. So we had to make sugar cookies. So I probably spent like a few nights just perfecting the sugar cookies because I wanted to make sure that they looked as good as possible, because you have to take a video of we had to take a video of us scaling down the recipe that they provided for us, and then just mixing some of the ingredients together. And then we had to provide a final picture of what we made. So I got, and then we also had to take a multiple choice test on different like aspects of baking and stuff. So I just turned that in, and then I also had to submit a resume and all that. So I got the gold for our region. So that was very exciting. And it was really fun to participate in SkillsUSA. It was a really great opportunity and experience.
So something to add just really quick. So in all the years that I've done SkillsUSA, we usually do really well on the savory cooking side. We've never advanced for baking. And so the fact that Melina got gold is just incredible. It's not my forte. I can bake, but it's not 100% me. So the fact that she pulled that off is just incredible. And yeah, again, hats off to you.
Good evening. I'm Isaac Calendris. I'm a junior in Beverly Hills High School, and I'm taking Chef Lisa's class of culinary. This is my 3rd year, actually. And honestly, the skills competition is always something I look forward to every year. Freshman year, I didn't make the cut, and that really just motivated me just to really strive even further. sophomore year, I finally had my chance to really actually get into the competition. And, although I didn't win, it was honestly just a blessing to and like a good experience to actually just be there. This year, however, although it's not as normal as it would be about a year ago, it was still a fun experience, but I really do miss having competitions in person. It was always kind of the thing that culinary in general is almost like an ego centric thing. So to really prove all this type of thing, all like to really prove your skills in culinary is to really through a competition. And to do it virtually wasn't as great as it would be last year, but it was still a blessing to really have it offered.
Again, to chime in and kind of explain a little bit of what Isaac's talking about. So for culinary, for the cooking side or the savory side, I usually have more students than they allow to enter to a competition. So in Isaac's 9th grade year, we do tryouts in class. And so he just missed the cut, but it's just, we have such talented students. It is very competitive in the class to even get to try to compete. So, he's been able to do it, last year and this year. And I am very excited to see what he brings to the table for his senior year. I think that's going to be really great. Jaheim?
Okay, so my name is Jaheim. I'm a senior and I've been with this culinary for 3 years now. I started freshman year. It was like a lot of fun. I've actually been interested in the SkillsUSA competition since freshman year. I didn't do it freshman year, but I tried out again my junior year and I didn't make the cut. But this year I was finally able to do it. It was a lot of fun. I was looking forward to doing it in person like Isaac, but it was still fun for me and I really enjoyed it. For the culinary arts competition, we made shrimp ceviche. And it was just fun because it was a dish I'd never made before. And it was interesting. I'm allergic to shrimp, but some of my guys enjoy it, but it was still fun for me to cook it. And it was I love this class. With this class, I've been able to get accepted into CIA and culinary, which is the Culinary Institute of America. I don't know if I'll go there yet, but I'm happy that I've gotten in and it's one of my definite top choices. So I was happy to be part of the competition and be part of this class.
Oh, any comments from any of the board members on this? If anybody wants to make a comment, well, we're going to start with Mary.
I'd just like to say congratulations. I have been fortunate enough to be able to have some experience with KBEV in the broadcast group during the campaign, and it was such a pleasure working with everybody. So it's really great to see your success. And as well, the culinary group, you guys are making me so hungry right now. I can't tell you, but it's really wonderful to hear about your experience. So thanks.
Okay, Mary, Ms. Dr. Stern.
That was an amazing display of skill, and I was so happy to hear the students explain their trial and error process for all of these. I loved seeing and hearing about how you spent all night perfecting a recipe for sugar cookies.
Anyway, I just thought it was wonderful to see the students explain the process because it's always a journey and not a destination. There was trial and error in perfecting your craft.
And Isaac, I want to tell you, I was particularly happy to hear that you felt encouraged and inspired to go forward after you were given a no. And I think that's a wonderful lesson for all of us. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Margot.
I'll defer to Tristan first. Did you have anything to say?
I'll just be quick. It's really so wonderful to see students so passionate, and also for me personally, so many that I've gotten to know over the years. In this group that just spoke, there are students that are regularly in my house, students that I coached a dozen years ago, and it's so amazing to see them having grown into these almost adults, following their passion and achieving these great things. So bravo to all of you and to the leaders of these incredible programs.
I just congratulations all. I just want to ask culinary, how did they judge the contest?
I fill in a little bit. They were making a video and they'd have to chop it down and edit it down and within a certain time frame, which could be a little tricky. But they're always looking at the key things that they look at is sanitation and safety. That's the most important thing they look at in this whole competition. Is like, even when it's in person, it's about 60% of their score is on safety and sanitation. So I would imagine, what they're looking for in the video was the use of technique. Because of what they were doing, they're making a shrimp ceviche. So, there is the technique of not applying any heat to that dish. You're cooking it with acid and know how to properly do that and to know what the shrimp should look like when you mix everything in with it and how long it should sit, et cetera. And they're looking at their knife cuts. So they specify for each item, if they want like a brunoise, if they want julienne, bâtonnet, they're specific to what they're looking for. And again, the use of gloves and proper, utensils, cutting equipment, so on. So that's in general what they look for. I would imagine they were looking for the same thing in the video. As far as baking goes, because they made this competition in a way that students didn't have to apply any heat sources, not knowing the situation the student would be in at home, which I do find interesting that they use shrimp because some people either might be kosher or, in Jahim's case, allergic to it. But I guess it's worth the risk, right? But in baking also, so there's no heat applied. That's why they had to make sure cookies and they had to cut it to a certain size and certain thickness, et cetera, and show the technique of making the cookie batter and everything. When it boils down, it's a science. And so, showing kind of the measuring process and the application of the technique, that's usually what they're going for, what they're looking for. But, safety and sanitation is their key point for that.
Thank you, Chef. Melina, where's the cookie dough now?
Well, actually, for the baking competition, actually cook off the cookies. So we had to present, I believe, 6 cookies and then one broken in half, so you could see the inside texture of the cookies. So I did like a whole cookie photo shoot and tried to find my best cookie picture. So
that's terrific. Congrats.
On a side note, sell French macaroons as a side business, so that's pretty awesome as well.
Well, I just want to congratulate all of you. It's wonderful. I have to tell you, it must be so rewarding with all the work that you put in to come away with those awards. And you really do our school proud, which makes me really feel like it's wonderful that we're represented. It's wonderful that we do so well. And it just gives us a great deal of pride in our students and in the school. So I want to thank you again. And as for the baking and cooking, you know that I live in my kitchen. So I wish that when I was your age, I think I flunked home ec. But today I would be very, very good, I think. And so thank you again, and thank you for sharing your stories. And we look forward to more wonderful things when it goes to the state, looking for some great results. Thank you.